for the Storm Spirit, and that might be what's on their minds, right? Like, this is too free of a Storm game. We need something to threaten BZM here, and the TA, when you get your Shard upgrade that had the silence on top of the traps, that will be an option to allow you to just get those extra clicks off and potentially get you some kills.
Let's see when he's going to look to try and prioritize the shard here for Pure. I'm seeing sometimes, you know, third item, depending of course what the other two are prior, but it can be picked up very early on in the game, and I'm going to see a pretty big fight break up down bottom with the new board. Uragi makes a pop, and yeah, Tundra like, yeah, never mind. Okay, they're already set up in a position where we can't really take this team fight, so see if Seb just brings it, if he completely denies it or just keeps it up. Keep going.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Can there be any concerns of the early Chen rotations, like through the portal with a bunch of creeps and playing aggressive into the Templar Assassin lane? Like, is that going to be something that we could look for OG up against this safe lane that Tundra have with the double range?
Potentially. Do you know if the creeps lose mana by going through the portal?
I don't know that.
Okay, I don't play enough Chen. Not this patch, at least. I've played a lot of Chen, but just not since the Twin Gate edition.
So you're not a one Chen enjoyer?
No, I am not.
No, you. What do you mean? Do you come on this?
What are you doing? I don't know. Now I think about it, should I be? Yeah, I mean, you're universal hero. It can work.
Go give it a go. I'm telling you, this one Chen. Never know.
How long do you think I'll get into the game until I get flamed? I think I'll make it to not even past the drafting phase. I'll get flamed in the draft.
Yeah, maybe you get some open-minded players in your game. Maybe, who knows? I'm gonna get a little lucky there.
Yeah,
we'll see. We've seen some off-lane, of course, Chens in the past. I mean, 33 was really the big one that came to mind. We've never seen some one Chen, so
not yet.
If you want to spice up your pubs.
This bot lane already is just complete domination from OG here. They're playing this perfectly.
Maybe very similar, it looks like, to the previous game. OMC was able to somewhat keep up in farm, but these are two very strong laning heroes that OG have, and mid lane as well is going to be... It will be BZM favored. It's not like this Pangolier is going to be absolutely obliterated. A lot of it's going to depend on kind of your levels. Really, the frustrating thing is Storm is... He's got great starting armor. 5 at the moment for BZM, so that swashbuckle spam can be frustrating. But there's always this potential for Pango just to be able to, swash, shield crash, get a full wave, and play off the back of your mana regen to get your farm.
And Thompson's doing what he loves to do. And this is why he's such an entertaining player. Like, he's really all or nothing. It's like, he's either going to crush your opponent or he's going to get crushed. And playing on a knife's edge here as well in this mid lane.
At least he's got that bottle getting delivered now, pretty much rushing it, and going for a bunch of stats with the Iron Branches to start. And more the opposite lane, last one up top. Of course, this should be pretty solid. Oh, actually, bottom lane, Seb. Okay, that's your first blood onto 9 class, and well, it's already looking like you're saying it was going to be pretty rough for them. And now you get that first blood to inject a little bit more gold as well into Seb.
Yep, always nice of him to get that. The water runes will come out. I like how BZM has saved a point, and he's waiting for Thompson to make a misstep and potentially get Vortex and kill him. But it looks like that opportunity is now gone with the water runes coming out there. But yeah, this bot lane, just from the first wave, I could tell was going to be a disaster. They completely zoned him away and like just put him in a position where Magnus just couldn't get any CS, and they got like great harassment on the 9 class, which led inevitably to just a kill.
Really, I feel like the question needs to be raised and about this Magnus first pick. With you're not going to dominate the lane. The carry is going to be more than okay in farming, and I mean, this is all 4 games Tundra have now played with the Magnus. Is this because you've spoken a lot about the importance of lanes as a whole, and especially with the previous game, a lot of lanes going OG's way. Like, is this already something that is going to be a bit of a concern that maybe they overlooked?
I think it's okay for this Magnus to like not have the best laning stage. I don't think it's supposed to go this bad, right? Or the point where you feel like you can't lane whatsoever, but you did give away the Chen. I think this is the biggest issue here is the fact that Chen was given away, not necessarily you picking Magnus, because this is just what Chen does. He just dominates lanes, and there's not a lot you can do about it. Therefore, you see Chen banned a lot. And there's a reason why you always see Chen banned. It's because people don't like losing their lanes like this, and it's just inevitability of giving the hero away. And Seb, now he has a bit of a speed creep. He's got some point in the penitence. He's going to be pretty strong in that regard. And this is an issue I kind of had with the TA against the Tide with a Phoenix in your lane, right? You're not able to apply pressure to Whisper very much, not the way you wanted to. But Pure is very good on this hero, so we're willing to give him the benefit of the doubt here and see what he's got cooking.
What about Whisper wants to cook up as well in regards to the itemization? Tide is a little bit more of a versatile hero in regards to what items he's able to go for. I know, of course, DM on Entity really likes Mage Slayer on Tide. Not saying for him to go for it this game, but that's just personal preference for DM. It does look like Whisper at the moment has the Vlad's queued up, such a great item to be able to combine with Yuragi's Troll.
Yeah, I mean, why not go both, honestly? Mage Slayer and Vlad. I don't see a problem with that build on Tide.
When are you even considering some about like a Blink Dagger this game for the Tide?
Oh, yeah.
Does he have that role? Or, okay, so you would like for him to go for it at some stage?
Eventually, yeah. I think you want to be able to go in at some point. Okay, the
nice
double
from
root.
Yuragi, and a little bit unfortunate there from MC, and as a result,
Triple
Yuragi and a nice juicy kill onto Mind Control's Magnus, and with this lane going so well for the Troll, it's really going to enable Seb to start to be a little bit more active.
Yeah, I mean, like, at this point of the game, you're getting something on Mag, though. It's not a complete disaster. Like, his net worth is, sure, it's low. They lost the lane, but I think going into this, it's fine, right? Like, you first pick the Magnus. You're not expecting your first pick hero to win its lane. It's kind of like a nice surprise if it does. This time, Thompson does have a game. He is level 6 now. His CS is good. He's actually #1 in net worth right now, as a 6-minute rune is coming out. I think Ari's going to forfeit himself. Yeah, he's dead. So yeah, Thompson has a game this time, so that's a big adjustment from game #1, right? The fact that the Magnus lost his lane, it's okay. It's your first pick hero. He's going to go for a Blink Dagger, and his value is going to come later on through the skewers.
We're going to have to see how Thompson's able to use this solid start, though, in this game in particular here with the Pangolier. Struggled last time. See how he's going to be able to influence the status of the early game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That will be the question, as Seb is wrapping around the Magnus here, and
Oh, snap.
What are we owing?
Oh,
bot lane
Oh, okay.
might be problematic here. So here's what Seb can do in bot lane. He can body block with this little wolf. Yep.
He's going to be able to do so. A little bit frustrating, 9 class. There's one route. Yuragi, can he find a second, or is it even needed? Oh, dude, the micro from Seb. Yeah, this guy's... He's not bad at Dota.
It's not bad.
He's a pretty goddamn good player.
2-time TI winner's not bad at Dota, huh?
A couple of
I'd
Aegis
agree.
too. Yeah. I'd agree. It's not like too crazy of a claim, right?
Yeah, no,
So he's not too bad. Yeah, no, okay.
It's agreeable.
I know his cast is kind of, we have to make some outlandish claims. I thought that one wasn't too bad though, but yeah, you know, Seb is...
He's not bad at Dota.
2,000 net worth lead already for OG. You got a free lane up top. Power rune's pretty shortly as well. And BZM this time with the power rune has got full resources to be able to play with as well. Gonna try and get a little bit aggressive early onto Thompson. What's out some reacts? Okay, actually gone pretty deep for that one.
Yeah, just some harassment, I suppose. You do have the Falcon Blade available on BZM, but this is why Pango's so popular. He's able to just pretty much evade ganks for the most part, and then on top of it, just shove the lane out. So, unfortunately, though, with what's been happening, all 3 lanes are slightly losing now. Not sure what happened in the mid lane, but I think the rotations have just been a key factor in that one, and Storm just been able to jungle a bit more efficiently. But Opson, he's going on top lane onto Whisper here.
It's got to work. Whisper though with the phase makes it up to the high ground, but regardless with his current position, multiple wards to be able to bounce back on. Great use of that first rolling thunder in the arcane rune as well from Thompson.
Yeah, that was a big kill there. I wonder if there was like some world where Whisper could have like positioned himself a little bit better and lived, but the struggle continues for MC here.
No, no, not another death.
He empowers the Phoenix
Wait, why
before he
not?
dies.
He's fine.
I
He's
like
got
it.
dive.
Unless you're Augie ults here.
What's going on? Okay. I saw him 7 down range. Hang on a second.
Your Augie act, that was a genius play. Unless he died. Of course,
Is
then it
Pure
would've
in
been-
trouble? They've got the Ravage to work with, and Ari's going to be able to move on over as well. And I mean, Pure just a minor overstep, but OG instantly there to be able to punish him.
I didn't catch what he was doing there. Was he just farming the enemy?
Yeah, he was farming. Yeah.
I see. Now, greed will always get the best of you sometimes. Like trying to have the perfect farming rotation, and then you're like, well, I fucked up, guys. I am a little bit too deep here. My bad.
It's rough when you comment as well. And sometimes, you know, there's no point even commenting. Oh, this is nice, though. Thompson, perfect with the bounce back. Great use of the ward as well as soon as it gets dewatered from BZM.
Or is it always a package deal?
Well, getting a little bit of last value out of that ward before it goes down.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I'd say it served its purpose.
Ari, nice sidestep as well for the bushwhack. He's going to send the Rubik away from the power room. Another one will go the way of Thompson. Pretty close to the diffuser blade. Oh, I mean, it's an expensive recipe, but he's going to be on shape for a much better game like we've been saying. Top net worth. Might be in some trouble though. OG bringing multiple members nearby for the fight. Let's see how this regen is going to be able to come into play, and the extra heal far too little there. So death along with the regen completely wasted, and Seb mechanism now completed level 6 with a bunch of creeps. This T1 tower top is going to go down probably uncontested.
Yeah, I mean, that is a big deal, right? You're level 6 now, and you have a mech. That is... I feel like that's overwhelming heal right now for Tundra to deal with. I feel like whoever is next to Chen right now is, unless they get bursted immediately, is unkillable. So Rubik is killable, but I think everyone else is unkillable next to this Chen. Maybe
Try
Rubik.
this?
They're gonna try, but can they succeed? Well, they do have Sharpshooter, they do have Rolling Thunder.
He's going to use it pretty early on. A Whisper under the tower. See how it's going to be able to come into play. They don't have the egg and only 1 point Sunray, and there is all that heal. And meanwhile, BZM and Yuragi even wants to come over as well. Just OG bringing the numbers. Dude, this team is looking so incredible. Everything across the map, everyone playing together, just min-maxing to perfection.
Well, the real question there is, how are you going to kill this Tide with a Chen with a mech and Hand of God next to him? It seems nigh impossible, like, you even attempt that, but Tundra not on the same page here of, like, how they wanted to take that engagement, so they did, like, this 50-50 split, like, some of us are going to try to defend, the rest of us are going to do our own thing, and ultimately, OG being on the same page, they get the tower, they get to keep farming on the troll, and they get to continue to be ahead in this game by 4,000 gold. And Pure in a similar situation to this last game right now, where he's the only one having a good time.
Ari actually didn't get clipped from the bushwhack there, and Pure does have a couple of traps set up nonetheless. It's finally going to be a kill that goes Tundra's way. I don't think you're really worried too much, honestly. BZM, he's got the Witchblade getting delivered, picked up the Haste Rune as well, and on the respawn, you're just going to butt your head mid once again with everything ready to go.
And Whitemon really needs to get this level 6 here, only sitting level 5.
They're going to try on Seb. BZM's here to offer some interception. Even Whisper's going to move on over as well. And Seb just repairs all of the damage, and it was barely anything with everything that they've itemized to protect him. And now BZM as well knows no fear. Zip on over, close to the tier 2 tower. Ravage is going to clip both these heroes. As OG, they're not going to stop anytime soon. 5,000 net worth lead. And your Magnus, I mean, he's not really going to be able to help that. Your Templar Assassin needs to catch up as well. There is no stopping this OG train.
And this has all been on the back of Seb's Chen. Like, he's so farmed. This is bleeding all the way from the laning stage. Vladimir's online for the Tide, Mech on the Chen. And even with just one single point in Divine Favor, you just put that on the Tide or whoever gets gone on. They get 12 bonus armor, by the way. It's quite insane. So
cool
whoever
spell.
TA, yeah, it's a very cool spell. Whoever TA focuses is gonna do no damage to them.
Bottom tower is under attack.
It's just double arcane as well. Just another minor thing. Of course, it's very common on the Rubik, but Chen even going for it too. He wants to go the Greaves, but just the fact that you're going to be able to keep the resources very high for BZM. This team, a lot of people always bring up the potential honeymoon phase of a newly formed team, and OG, maybe you can argue that's the case, whether it is or whether it isn't. They are absolutely steamrolling through every single team they come across, and this could potentially be a bit of a kryptonite here for Tundra. I mean, again, if they lose this map, then it's 6 maps in a row that OG have beaten against Tundra. They might get Ari, but it's just so much space, so much time wasted.
Yeah, I mean, Ari is like the one hero on the map that feels killable.
This is a nice kill for Pure. Looks like with the extra melt. Is it? Dude, what? He's not gonna get it. Are you? And he's probably dead now. What is this Chen hero? Are you serious? Divine Favor, 12 armor. Very cool. At least Pure doesn't die. That would have made me a little bit more angry. That's okay. But
well, it's like not only 12 armor, it's the heal amplification's 20%, so he used a 20 wand. That full healed him.
Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
oh
Yep.
god.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's kind of what happened there. And they're gonna go round 2. Pure's he's mad.
I don't know.
He's gonna get tipped after this, isn't he? He's getting tipped.
Oh no. Oh my god. Dude, they're not gonna kill Seb. They're not gonna kill him. Whisper. Look, it's not the greatest Ravage. Rolling Thunder does get stolen. We'll see how Ari's going to be able to use the Rubik's Cube inside this fight, but they just avoid the egg completely as well. BZM still got plenty of mana to catch up to Topson's pain, go under the tier 2 tower. They know no fear. MC, I mean, he'll try and do what he can with the RP, but there's just 0 damage. They're diving tier 2s. They should be able to catch up to Whitemon. Whisper, he's got a blood grenade on your Tide Hunter 16 minutes in. And all that being said, RP got stolen as well from Ari, and he didn't even need it.
Yeah, he does have RP, doesn't he? I didn't even notice that one, but it's really hard right now to fight. Like, you don't have the well, you do have the spells on Tundra, right? You do have the spells, but it really feels like Topson is. I don't mean this in like Topson's team is like noob or anything, but he's just going by himself, right? I think this is actually a bit on Topson, where he is just going. And he's not waiting for his team. You could say it's the other way around, that he's going at the right moments and his team is just slow. But we're not seeing these spells being cast together. Rolling Thunder is going off in one part of the map. RP is going off in a different part of the map after Pango's dead. There's an egg going off in a completely other random part of the map too. Pure is just dying to start the fight. They've got to use their spells together if they want to kill anything. Because how are you going to kill these heroes if you don't use an RP, Rolling Thunder, with your egg, with everything all at once, with this Chen around? He's got Greaves, he's got Hand of God, he's got Divine Favor. You've got a Vlad's as well. If you want to win this game, if you want to win this game, if you're Tundra, you got to cast your spells together. And the more you wait to do it, the less effectiveness it's going to have, right?
I see a ward that scouts out Whitemon, but this scan over the north side of the map gives a read that someone from Tundra are home. Very deep, but it's far out, man. DD on BZM. Jesus.
And BZM went for the triple sword build. Don't get to see this one very often. It looks pretty ugly.
It's a
But
lovely
it's
neutral item
effective.
with a Grove Bow too, right?
Sometimes you build 3 swords.
This is that Holy Trinity sometimes.
Yeah,
for
the
that
Kai,
same spirit.
Witchblade and the Falcon Blade.
Long zip in, dude. BZM has so much mana to use. Whitemon's got the dive. It's not going to matter, though. This is the OG that we have come to love, whether it's this new iteration of the team or previous ones in the past as well.
This is like luxury, right? Like the whole, for everyone. And BZM, like the reason you don't see this build very often, like these are the 3 items you will see most of the time on Storm, but only one of them. These are like the transition items that help you have that little bit of effectiveness. But he's just like building all the items that help him right now. That small amount of regen, a little bit of HP, a little bit of armor. It makes his hero really strong right now, but it doesn't really build into like some item like a BKB, which most Storms need. But this game, he doesn't need it, right? There's no stuns for him, so he's allowed to just build all these small items and just be a terror on the map. And case in point here is 9 class. He's going to be victim to BZM just running around the map with a monster kill with all these little small items that will get his mana back up. 20 mana regen per second right now. Beast.
I mean, yeah, Pure's finding farm, but what is he going to be able to do with it this game? Deso being worked on early Ag shard as well, like you're hoping out of him.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's not even going a hard carry build. Like he's went a blink dagger before Deso, right? He's got the shard. His damage output it's not good right now on Pure. He has a Dragon Lance and a Blightstone, pretty much as his effective damage items. At 20 minutes into the game, it's tickling. It's gonna tickle. At this point, does Ari even die? I don't even know. Maybe.
9 class is definitely. Okay, cute sharpshooter, even with the annoying anchor.
BZM's going for it.
Is going to be able to get in though. They get a nice cure inside the base, but somehow Battle Trance activated just before the stun control. Yuragi without a doubt is dead. Right? Yeah.
Right?
He will end up dying. Oh, for a second, I'm like, hang on. Seb's heal, is it going to be enough? But alright, MC, really nicely done. Believe first RP of the game. Get to see the Magnus get involved. Meanwhile, further down to the south, though, BZM, they've run out into Topson. In no man's land for the Pangolier, and Whisper and BZM will capitalize on that slight opportunity.
And the shard now coming into play. Dead in the water for the Tidehunter, going to make life very difficult for the Pangolier. He's going to continuously leash him so he can't use that ultimate. And for Magnus too, I guess, if they do get the anchor on him, he's not going to be able to do what he wants to do in the game as well. So very good item this game, I'd say, for the Tidehunter. One of the things that sometimes as an observer you forget about, it's how much value that Tide has with this Dead in the Water spell. I want to call it an anchor, but he already has an anchor smash. That's probably why they called it Dead in the Water, even though you're literally throwing an anchor on them. But they're probably like, guys, we can't have 2 spells called anchor, so we got to find a new name for it.
Very interesting Ag shard for the Tide, but the game that it's required about it can be perfect for the particular scenario. And I think Whisper always is praised not only as being mechanically, but just also his itemization and reads on what he needs to go for in particular games. And with the lead that OG have, they're going to be able to take over Roshan. Often we see a Templar Assassin lineup is usually the one getting those early Roshans and being able to control the map from there, but OG are going to make sure that is not a possibility at all. Yuragi now playing with the Aegis of Immortal.
Well, that's going to help him a lot to get out of jail free card for what happened last time, right? If you do want to RP skewer in this troll, you're going to think twice about it coming up here.
RP over inside the river. A lot of hate for Mr. Ari. The cleanup crew is now arrived, and that's going to be BZM. Perfect timing out of the Vortex.
Yeah, he's not
and
done.
He's got the haste as well to be able to catch up onto MC, who has a gem. I mean, that's a huge pick-off. You're down 9,000 gold. Importantly, the map control as well. This gem, you feel like it is your potential way back in to set up a fight around a choke point to get this big ultimate. And now you lose that heavy gold investment. And it's against a Templar Assassin too, so good luck
to be
playing
fair,
the map now for Tundra.
That was Seb's gem. They just got it off of Ari.
Never mind.
So.
Okay, I apologize. Okay,
they can't afford a gem on Tundra right now. They just got their gem back because Ari was holding it, and they just sniped Ari. And that's why they invested the RP for Ari, right? Because they wanted to get that gem really badly. And they did get it, but unfortunately, BZM was not going to let them get away with it for free. And now Storm is holding the gem. And he builds yet another small item in the Oblivion staff. I guess he finishes Kai and Sange. Man, this Storm, like, you ain't stopping him. He has way too much net worth at this point, and you have way too little resources. The only thing you can do are these traps.
Where's the party?
Which there are a lot of them down here. And BCM just feels like he can solo a TA right now. Which is probably... Oh, okay. That was close. Too close for comfort if you're Pure. I mean, Pure has a good read on, like, what carries to play. But I'm a little afraid that his read on the game right now is... It's holding his team back a little bit because they are giving him last pick in most of these games. And he's just kind of doing the same thing every game, which is he's playing a flash farmer that gets really farmed into the game. But they're losing too many lanes as a result of it.
Here, Ravage, yeah, Whisper.
Oh,
BZM's going to be here for the cleanup. Okay.
But yeah, the majority of the games are... No, I'm just saying, just the majority of these games, like, Pure has a very specific playstyle of how he wants to play the game. And, okay, Yuragi is 100% alone right now.
But the boys are coming on over. You're going to lose the Aegis, and importantly, he popped the Battle Trance on the first life as well. Has he survived long enough for OG to be able to protect him? It looks like Tundra aren't even going to think about going for that second try. Really nicely done with the Calling Blade. Not going to matter in the end anyway, but... There we go. Aegis gone, so yes, you lose Thompson up top, but at least you won't have the Aegis for another minute 20, or minute 40 now.
And I think they're just going to go high ground now. Like, hey guys, no RP. Go. But still, this could be a win condition. If you still have a skewer, right? So yeah, just going to go ahead and back up. Probably just wait for next Aegis. Might as well, because... The map state isn't good. As mentioned before, Pure, he's farming, but the Chen has now surpassed the Pango in net worth. So when you have this much map control, it allows you to just farm the whole map on supports. Everyone gets farm on OG, whereas only Pure gets farm on the side of Tundra right now.
He's going to have to do some crazy stuff here. With all that farm he's got, and, you know, I mean, importantly, MC as well.
Yeah, to me, you're right. It comes down to Mag. I think Mag is going to be the difference maker of this game. What RPs can you hit, and more importantly, what skewers can you hit?
Have to keep tabs on MC. Has that Harpoon freshly completed. Level 14 as well, but the map control continuing to shrink. OG start to clump up over towards Dyer's Triangle, take over this key location of a lot of farm, but also now you've got that T2 as well, and Wisdom Rooms up pretty shortly too.
Dyer's bottom tower has fallen.
I've been trying to figure out why is Yuragi have an Aegis Scepter this time. Oh, NC might be dead.
Without a doubt, it looks like he is indeed. BZM going to be able to find a solo kill thanks to the Arcane Rune. I don't know. Yuragi? Actually going to try and commit here for the troll. Thompson a little bit too slow with the Rolling Thunder to get in. Yuragi's so fast. His big ultimate now expended.
It's the same issue of, like, you see the Rolling Thunder come out, but you don't see it with the RP. Now it's on cooldown. Now there's a window where you can't do anything for another 60 seconds if you're Tundra. I would like to see at least once this game for Tundra to just use her spells together, as TA does get caught here. Ravage. Wow. Anchored.
Mess around. Whisper happy with dropping the ultimate. Wymon, he's going to be nearby to play with the potential Supernova and the Sunray. BZM has no mana as well. The Pure had to use the BKB very defensively. I didn't even see if it was used later on in that fight, but nonetheless is used, and I mean no one's going to go down, but we won't have this now for a bit of the next fight.
I mean, he literally had to use BKB just to run away because the anchor was weighing him down.
Okay. Yep.
And that was pretty much it. That was the use of the BKB there.
Dire's top tower
But they did
is
use
under
Ravage,
attack.
so no Ravage now. Ravage for BKB. Hard to really quantify if it's worth, you know, for the Ravage for that, but we'll see in this fight. I don't even think they need Ravage.
That doesn't look like it. Once again, Whisper going to control the Templar assassin in the backline to give them all the time they need to deal with 9 class. MC will be okay. Meanwhile, they got a glimpse of Thompson. TM, they're not going to be able to stop him with Vortex still on cooldown.
Yeah, I was trying to think about why Uragi has the Aghanims, because it doesn't really dispel many things that I can see of. And you're playing into constant traps, which are silencing you, which means you can't even spam the axes. So, interesting, yeah, not flaming it or anything, I'm just curious. Maybe there's something I'm missing here, but maybe that could be a potential weakness in the gap of armor here. Maybe you can silence this troll because he did go for the Ags instead of a BKB and then potentially burst him. But Seb has something to say about that, of course, with the max Divine Favor giving 24 armor, 20% heal amplification, Greaves on top of it, Pipe on top of it, and of course the Hand of God. So bursting a target, single target, is not going to be easy this game. I will say that.
All the fighting they've been doing and occupying Tundra's territory, they still had 2 wisdom rooms up for OG, so Troll gets a Tormentor as well, level 20 now. Ag Shard's going to be given over to Ari's Rubik. It's desperate times for Tundra, hoping for that MKB out of Pure. And OG wishing that this is going to be a fast roach spawn for them. See, 40 seconds, not too bad. Will spawn down bottom, turning to day very shortly. Tundra already starting to move down. White one's got 1 ward to work with. It's going to be a very important ward to potentially set them up somehow to find a way back in.
And here we go. Time for Roshan. And I think at this point, there's not much you can do. You can see White One positioned here. Probably wants to just cut a wave. Not even going to do that. I think the time is now, my friends on Tundra. Use the smoke. Oh, too late.
Oh, they got the stump on the mag. There's no potential now for that drag back with the skewer. MC is going to be taken out of the equation. Now Tundra tuck the tail and run further back inside the base. OG, what's the call? Do you want
They
Roche?
finally did it. They finally went together. They finally pressed the smoke. But it was too late. Whisper was already on them. He's like, yeah, I'm going to break the smoke immediately and just ravage you guys. It's definitely one of those moments like, hey guys, let's group up and do something. All right, fine, let's do it then. Oh shit. Like, they're already here. They're onto us. And that one opportunity we had in this game to make something happen was just foiled. Sure, they'll have another chance to do it. They have another smoke, but I don't think you fight them. Yeah.
Awarded the remnants of the T1 tower from OG, was able to scout out that crazy attempt from Tundra to be able to take a team fight with a numbers disadvantage, and OG rinsed them with ease.
Yeah, your opportunities are really just dwindling in this game on what you can do. It seems like every second that's going by is just a win for OG. And I kind of mentioned earlier how it's not going to be easier to use your team fight abilities in this game. It's only going to get harder. And they can't even find the opportunity to even do it once this game. In top lane, well, Pure, he's going to get spotted here, but can they chain stun him?
Might be forced to use a defensive BKB to TP out. Actually going to try and turn onto BZM, but still had a little bit of mana to work with, so there you go. BKB escape, meanwhile Roche is going down. And it will be a free Roche for the boys on OG. Let's see if they pick up the banner this time.
Nah. Okay, he did it. Alright, where do you place it? Mid? Yep. Behind the tier 2 in mid. I think that's the best place to put it, in mid lane. Just that way you have that constant pressure just always going onto the mid lane that you never have to worry about. Gives good
Could
vision.
potentially be this last fight. Smoke up from either side. Seb's gonna lead the charge. The Chen with 1500 health and all the items, and Tundra want nothing to do with the fight position from OG. They're gonna back themselves up. over to their high ground.
Dire's middle tower is
There is
under
no
attack.
way you come out now with the Aegis on OG.
Alright, we got to see what they have. Time to use your smokes. The Mag is smoked. But he's smoked in the mid lane. They're trying to catch someone farming mid, being greedy. But not going to happen here. I think you're going to have to use one of these traps into a skewer soon.
All eyes on MC. With a lot of vision to work with. It's going to be Whisper that actually starts onto Pure, who's got no buyback. And without the TA, any hope of damage inside the fights is completely gone. Thompson's toying with them, but the Rolling Thunder will soon expire. Gonna get some further distance here with a nice use of the Aghanim Shard. But BZM and Code, there's nothing they need to worry about. Further inside the base they can go. They won't catch anyone. Try and deal with the objective instead. I mean, MC attempts to skewer, but the quick stance. Make sure there was no Hurricane, sorry, no Harpoon into skewer play.
I mean, Whisper got him with the timeless, just blink Ravage to Carry's face, hoping he doesn't BKB in time. Works most of the time.
Okay.
Oh, that's a fountain skewer?
Yes, you're in a fountain here, my friend. And you've still
RP
got
ready
RP.
too?
Oh, nice Yules. Whisper. Well done. Okay, doesn't matter. Drag him back one more time. Keep him inside the base. There's the RP. We've seen in the past, OG, they've been more than content with diving the fountains, and potentially this time they weren't too happy with another team putting them inside, and now MC again still going to be able to catch one of the members, but they are so far ahead that it does not even matter. Pure's going to respawn in a couple of seconds. We'll see what the call is going to be for OG. Full set of barracks down, but retreat is signaled.
Wow. I mean, I think the fountain has done more hero damage than Tundra has
Come
this
on,
game.
dude. Come on. Come on, that's too far. You can't do...
I mean, that fountain did a lot of damage.
Oh, no. Let's see, fire recap. There's somewhere the troll. Oh, actually, what's going on bottom? MC? He's Pure's here. This time it doesn't have to worry about a troll being up in his face, but it's not even going to matter. Unable to freely right-click. 70 seconds. Right, what?
Someone wants... It's because he bought a Ghost Scepter to try and survive the fountain,
okay.
but now he has a Ghost Scepter as a troll. And he's like, I don't really want this item anymore. So he's probably going to sell it. It's one of those situations where it's like, you buy it and it's like, was it worth it? Even if you survive, is it like worth it?
It looks cool, come on. It looks so cool. You get away with Ghost Scepter, everyone's like, holy crap, this guy is so skilled, swapping items in and out. You didn't want E-Blade this game? Felt like, you know, pretty good E-Blade, right? Troll Wallet, new item build, addressing the crazy pure damage.
Yeah.
He cooked in game 1 with the 1 point in Chronosphere, and he was experimenting here.
Man's a scientist.
It's just one more fight is all they really need here for OG. Another really nice ward inside the base. See how they're going to be able to use it. Iron Whisper. They did see it though with 9 class nearby with the gem.
You're just so tanky on OG now. Like, Whisper doesn't mind just blinking into the base by himself against 5 heroes. Satanic is complete for the Troll Warlord. No longer has that Ghost Scepter though, so he is not safe from the fountain.
One more fight. Was that another D-Ward? I think it was, yeah. They're gonna go with the Sharpshooter. What is the call? Bolt flies by.
I mean, Whisper's ready with the Yules for the Magnus. That's why you can't really go in as MC.
It's going to be Thompson that wants to go in to try and create some chaos. The skewer's going to be off the mark. And now once again, you've been praying that they use the RP and Rolling Thunder together. And we're not going to see it for the final fight. Pure doesn't even get a right click off. As OG will swarm further inside Tundra's base. And that's got to be Oshi, bro. Egg's going to blow up, but BZM on the respawn, or afterwards, I should say, still able to get the kill nonetheless. And OG just an absolute masterclass, and it's felt like it's been that way in every single series and every single map this team has played.
Yeah, for sure. And they really understand the meta right now, it feels like. They get all the good heroes, but they still have their own twist, right? Of like how they want to play and their own like adaptations. But this game